All right, here we go with page 16, the remote learning math packet. Number 1, circle the answer that correctly shows the area model below. I think it should be that correctly shows. All right, so let's look at this. We have 2 times 1/4. All right, so 2 times 1/4, the 2 times 1 would be, here we'll do it over here, number 1. So that would be 2 times 1/4. 2 times 1 is 2. Denominator stays the same. Oh, look, 2/4. 1, 2 out of 4. So that would be your correct answer. Number 2, circle the answer that correctly shows the area model below. All right, so let's work them out here. 1 times 1/8. Well, we know anything times 1 is just going to be 1/8. So I'm just going to cross that out. Is it 1/8? No, that's not right. 8 over 8, that equals 1 whole. So 3 times 1 would be 3. And it's 3 shaded in, but it's not 3 whole. So that's not right either. All right, so all right, so here 3 times 1/8, 3 times 1/8, 3 times 1/8, we'd multiply 3 times 1/8. 3 times 1 would equal 3. 8 stays the same. All right, so hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would show 3/8. So that's correct. Let's look at this last one. 1 times 3/8. Well, anything times 1 just stays itself. So look at that. Oh, so that would be 3/8. So this would be right as well. So we have 2 correct answers. Number 3, solve the following problem. Show your answer in simplest form. 3 times 1/5. All right. Well, 3 times 1 would be 3. And 5 stays the same. 5 is a prime number, so it is already in the simplest form. 2 times 2, 6. So we start 2 times 2. That would be 4. 6 stays the same here. But now we can divide. These are both even numbers, so we can divide them both by 2. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So in simplest form, it would be 2/3. All right, 6 times 1 would be 6. Denominator stays the same. When the number on the top and the bottom are the same, that equals 1. We should just know that in our brain. 3 times 2 equals 6. Denominator stays the same. And these are both even, so I'm going to divide these both by 2 and see what happens. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. All right, so 3/5. All right. Number 7, change the mixed number to an improper fraction. All right, so on page 15, we went over this in a little more depth, so I'm just going to do it the easy way. We multiply, and then we add. 3 times 8, 24, 25, 26. Denominator stays the same. We multiply, and then we add. 4 times 10, 40, plus 1, 41. Denominator stays the same. We multiply, and then, yep, you guessed it, then we add. 2 times 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And denominator stays the same. And then 5 times 9 plus 2. 5 times 9, 45, 46, 47. And denominator stays the same. All right, number 11. All right. A cake recipe calls for 3/4 cup of flour. If Mrs. Smith made 4 cakes for the summer bake sale, how much flour did she use? So she used 3/4 of a cup 4 times. So 4 times 3/4. 4 times 3 equals 12. Denominator stays the same. We're not going to worry about simplifying here. All right. Now, if you did want to simplify, just a side note, that would equal 3. All right, number 12. Jake trains for an upcoming marathon. Go Jake. With his dad. He runs 5/6 of a mile each day. He's going to need to run a lot farther than that to do a marathon. How many miles has he ran after 4 days? So he runs 5/6 of a mile 4 days. So he does it 4 times. So 4 times 5, 6. All right, 4 times 5 would be 20. Denominator stays the same. So it'd be 26. All right. So if you wanted to simplify this, all right, you would divide. How many times does 6 go into 20? 3. That would be 18. Subtract. You would get 2. 2 is less than 6, so that would be your remainder. Remainder 2. So you would have 3 whole. Just going to write it up here. 3 whole, that number. And then remainder 6, which would equal 3 1/3. All right, so if you wanted to go through that process, you could, but you didn't need to. Number 13. Debbie needed 2/3 cup of water for each flower. She had 8 flowers to water. How much water did she use? So she needed it 8 times, so she needed 2/3 of a cup 8 times. 8 times 2 equals 16. All right, 16/3 cup. Okay, and just real quick, so can just do that. So that would be 5 1/3 if we wanted to simplify. All right, number 14. Amy and 7 of her friends each purchased 4/5 pound of candy. I want to be friends with them. How much candy did Amy and her friends purchase? All right, so they purchased 7. They had 7 bags, so they had 4/5 of a pound of candy. 7 times 4 would equal 28. Denominator stays the same. So it would be 28/5. And I will simplify for those that just want to see that done. Well, not equals. There we go. That would be 5, 25, subtract 3. So 5 3/5. If we simplified it. Alrighty, thanks. Hope that helps.